So let's get into it. Now with the finishing, we wanted to make sure that we can live up to the name and we can get some good driving dunks. So we took that to an 89. That would give us Pro All 1, Pro All 2, and we will get silver posterizer for this particular build. And for the layup, it's going to go to a 71 on its own, so we're going to go ahead and take it up to a 71. The close shot went up to a 74 on its own, so we're going to leave it right there. Like I was saying, you can't get those standard dunk animations, so we're just going to leave the standard dunk right there at 34. The post controller is going to go up a little bit to a 36. And like I said, man, having silver posterizer on this build and the ability to get it higher, let's see what the cap breakers look like on this build. So with the driving dunk, we can get a +6, okay? So we can go 91, 93, 95, okay? Which you don't need a 95. I say go to a 93 and, you know, be good. But anyway, this is what we have for the finishing. Let's move right along to the shooting. Now, with the three-point shot, we did take that to a 92, but it can go to a 94. But we took it to a 92, and we're going to leave it right there. Now, if you want gold limitless range, go ahead and take it up to a 93. That's totally up to you, but I think a 92 is just fine. You don't need more than that, in my opinion. Some people got 99. If that's what they got, that's what they got. But if you can shoot, then you don't need that high, okay? But anyway, once you add your takeovers, you can get that to a 99 eventually. When I say takeovers, I'm talking about like in game. But you can add cap breakers to it and get it higher. Mid-range shot 82, we're gonna leave it right there. Free throws is 75, and we do get limitless range silver, dead eye gold, set shot specialist gold, shifted shooter gold. Great shooting build. So you shouldn't have any problems with 3-point shooting on this particular build. Now moving right along to the playmaker. So with the playmaking, I want this build to be able to pass a little bit, you know, not like crazy passing, but I think a 71 is just fine. You get silver diamond, you got break starter, you got versatile visionary, so you can pass pretty decent with this build. And 2K let y'all know now, if you want bailout, you need an 85 passing just to get it on bronze, and that's crazy. But anyway, for the ball handle, we're going to get that to an 86. That's very important, so you can get your own shot. Speed with ball, same thing. We're going to get that to an 86. Now, with the 86 ball handle, we have Anchor Assassin, we got Unpluckable, we have Handle for Days. You will get strong handles as well, and we do have Lightning Lunch on gold, so that's really good. Now, with the defense, we wanted to make sure that we had some good defense when it comes to perimeter. Okay, perimeter defense is very important this year, so we want to make sure we have that on our build. Even if it's an 85, that's better than nothing. But we went up to a 92, and that would give us pick downs on gold, challenger gold, on ball minutes gold, and we will have a movable enforcer once we take the strength up. I'm not going to go too crazy on the strength. Y'all know how I do. But the interior defense went up to a 55. We're not worried about that. With the steal, we do have that at an 85. I think that's good enough still, you know, to get some passing lane steals with that gold interceptor. And we did the wingspan the way that we did it, so you know, we can get more 3-point shooting, and then we sacrificed the block for that, so we don't have any shot blocking on this particular build. Now, if you want shot blocking, take your wingspan down, but it wouldn't make sense to take it up given the fact that you can't get it too high. Now, with the rebounding, we did take the offensive rebounder to a 70. Y'all know I do either a 60 or a 70 on these guard builds, and we do have a 70 on this build. As far as the physicals, we have 86 speed, 85 agility. The strength, we took it to a 73. Not too high, but not too low. And the vertical is the 78. That's what we need. So that's, hold on, I made a mistake somewhere. Oh, we put the block to a 45. My bad. The block at a 45. I'm sorry. That's what we got for this particular build. These are the badges. You got a lot of gold badges on this build. If you haven't noticed, like a lot of gold badges. With that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11 gold badges on this build, so that's good. Okay, now let's get to the shades of here we go. Now we got Kobe Bryant, Jimmy Butler, and Ray Allen. The build is a 2-way 3-point slasher and no big weaknesses to report. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the cap breakers, and we'll get you guys out of here. So with the cap breakers on this build, I made the build with no cap breakers in mind, but of course everybody have cap breakers, and everybody can make that build better, even with the build specialization and the cap breakers. Like, that's going to be, well, the specialization do give you cap breakers. But anyway, this is what it looked like for this particular build. Now, if you change something on the build, these numbers will change, so you have to keep that in mind. But feel free to change anything you want to change. If you see something you don't like, take it up. If you see something that's too high, take it down. Hey, that's a personal preference at the end of the day, and I'm out of here, man. Charge!